What?
Right.
Don't do it. Wait to the pod, dude. Can we start us so we can start playing sounds?
Okay.
I actually got quiet.
Welcome to Trash Talk.
At least count it goes two. Talk.
I'm trying to do two
He just
things
pops
at
up
once
out of
right now.
nowhere.
Jesus.
Welcome to Trash Talk. I'm Lane. Derek's on the computer. John's smelling his hands.
I got
smells
gas
like
on my
gasoline.
shin.
And we have Ryan here. Welcome back.
Dude.
Watching this finely tuned machine operate.
Dude,
here.
what the fuck?
Yeah,
Seriously,
you don't even
smell my shin.
understand
Smell my shin.
how great we are.
Smell my shin.
Annoying sound in the world.
This is you right now, John.
Yeah, I
You
know.
want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? Die, you disgrace faggot!
What did I just listen
Die,
to?
you disgrace faggot!
Wow. What was that? From like Super Troopers?
That
or
is
something?
from
Predators.
the movie Predators with Adrian Brody. That is
Walter Goggins.
That is Walton Goggins jumping on the back of a predator with a prison shank and stabbing it in the neck, yelling
Oh.
"Die!" And I'm like,
Dude,
How-
Uncle
what
Baby
kind of
Billy
s-
doesn't mess
yes,
around. Man.
exactly.
Like, what kind of slapstick
Baby-
shit is like in the middle of this movie? Just
Hey, Billy.
what the fuck? And the
Yeah.
rest of it's like
And
violent.
that's like that's like late 2010s movie, right? So we're well
I
into
would say early 2000s.
No,
maybe
no.
10.
I think it was 09. I think.
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
I would think it was before.
even
10.
still we're
I
into
watched
a
it
time where I'm
recently.
like, wow,
What
that
movie
word's
is
still
this?
used.
The aliens?
Predators.
Predators.
I watched it not that long ago, and
Yeah.
I missed it in it. I
Yeah.
didn't see it in it, so I think they might have
Wow.
cut it out on streaming. You know.
Yeah,
which,
maybe.
You know, they
Yeah.
have to. You can't
Yeah.
have.
Die, you disgrace faggot!
No, that's
And honestly, though, that movie is really good.
Insane.
No, it
That
is
is
really
that
good.
is my second favorite Predator movie.
I like
after
that one
Predator.
a lot. That's
Yeah.
probably my
Uh,
third favorite.
You know,
for sure.
what's before it?
Yeah.
2010.
Obviously Predator 1, like
Predator- and Predator
the
2?
original. No.
Yeah.
Predator 2 is so bad. Oh my god.
Well, that's why I'm asking.
I
Like,
love
what,
it.
what
Really-
is
so
better
bad.
than
I liked the last actually the last
Prey?
2010.
Prey was great.
Prey was
I
not
thought,
bad.
like,
I would say
Prey-
that's my third.
like Prey I kind of put 2. I'm sorry I
Okay.
forgot the name of it, but like
Okay.
I
No,
loved
that's
the
fair.
shit out of Prey. Like I
Yeah.
thought, for not being named a Predator movie, like they didn't hide it that it was going to be a Predator movie, and it didn't even matter. It absolutely slapped.
Yeah, we saw Predator
It was-
fight a bear.
Yeah, like
No, he
absolutely
didn't fight it, but he
shred-
fucked that bear.
Yeah,
Didn't
it
fight it.
fucked that bear up.
Yeah.
Damn, that was fucked
Yeah,
up.
it was fucking great.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, and just the pure dread of like following this girl, like as she's like just trying to fucking
Yeah.
outwit him, like
Well,
insane.
I think you should watch Predators.
Yeah.
And,
no, I
and
love
re-
that one.
and reevaluate.
But now I'm gonna
you know?
have to listen for
Yeah,
this.
because we
this
have-
little
Die,
gem.
you disgrace faggot!
You have to. You can't. It does not streaming.
No,
but-
I watched it on streaming recently.
No, that part.
Oh.
It's not on streaming.
I don't know.
Okay,
Like I said,
fair
I didn't catch it, but
Well, I don't own a DVD of it, so
Yeah, I-
Yeah.
yeah.
Who does?
How about that?
God damn it.
that's what I said when I saw Elon's tweet today. I was like,
Oh,
"How about that?"
How about that?
yeah. Jesus, that's something though. I'm assuming everyone already kind of knew. You know? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, duh.
Like,
something new.
how about that?
What song is that from?
How about
Yeah, we know. Yeah, what?
That's
I
awesome.
thought you of all people might know.
I recognize it. God, I'm
If
trying
I
to,
tell you who it is, will you get it?
probably. It sounds like
How about that?
maybe Warren Zevon, but
No, it's Tim Curry.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was
is it a?
How about that?
What's that movie?
Rock Horror Show.
Rocky
Rocky
Horror
Horror
Picture
Picture
Show.
Show. Yeah, you should know.
You know, I haven't seen that movie since high school.
I've never seen that
really?
movie.
It's pretty interesting.
I can tell.
I mean, Meatloaf's in it.
And Tim Curry. That's the
Yeah.
cast. Someone want like, but I just for some reason I've never got around to watching it, and I don't feel like I want to watch it by myself.
No, I think I've watched it by myself. Maybe
you're not
not.
gonna
No,
get
actually, I
distracted.
have watched it with a girl every time I've watched it.
Ah, okay, there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's that type of movie.
shit. Well,
Maybe you wouldn't understand.
I had no idea.
Jesus.
Hey, hey, that's mean.
Sorry, John.
Bro, you almost got a spit
All right, what's-
take
what's-
out
what's
of
the
me.
next
That
one?
was a poorly timed drink.
What's
Here we
next?
Nipple. Nipple. Nipple.
So this is the
Nipple.
you just debuting these new sound bites.
John and I played with them last week.
Yeah, but
Derek hasn't heard this, but we used to always look up
Nipple.
how to say nipple in other languages.
Yeah.
it all
Or
sounds
whatever.
the same.
Nipple. Nipple.
Stop saying
All sounds the
I
same.
think Grape just got me with a fucking.
Dildo on the vehicle.
Womp.
Hail Satan!
Hail Satan!
Fuck.
That
What the
was-
fuck
that's
are you
a
looking
little-
at,
yeah,
Derek?
I don't
So
know.
Grape sent me this link right now. I don't know. Is that supposed to be a real?
Uh-oh.
Oh, the lawyer reaction.
You're gonna have to
It says
change it.
America's next group of doctors is a bunch of black women that look like they just graduated college, and they're dancing around
Oh.
like crazy and shit.
Yeah.
And there's just like a whole mess of chairs and people sitting for big congregations and whatnot on a gym floor maybe.
Okay. And then
I can play it if you guys want to hear it.
What's the fucking?
It's from Woman Propaganda.
Yeah, but why is there a guy
What?
just
What are
looking
you-
at the video? What's he?
What are you
He's
talking about?
saying something, but I have my stuff on mute.
It sounds like it's about to be a racist video.
He
Yeah.
sent you a link to a video.
Yeah. You want to listen to it?
Hopefully it's real.
Yeah. No, that's not gonna work.
God damn it!
No.
No.
Well, like I said, it's got to be fucking racist.
This is the last part of the video.
God damn it.
Educated and shit.
Educated and shit. That's funny.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for interrupting
yeah,
the podcast
that's-
No,
for
I
that,
thought they
Derek.
said something really interesting, but apparently
now,
not.
next time.
Oh, thank you, Kevin. You fucking idiot.
Oh yes. Oh, thank you, Kevin.
What's that from?
I'm not even sure.
It's definitely one of
Oh,
those.
thank you, Kevin. You fucking idiot.
It's like we're
Flight of the Conchords.
yeah.
It's like an
was
English
Thank
movie?
you. I think it's the
I,
cats
I
that
could,
were.
I could
I've
see
never
that
actually seen it.
actually.
I've never
It's the
seen
cats
Flight
that
of-
were in that.
Yeah.
If it's not Flight of the Conchords,
Oh,
it's something that dude
Oh,
Gerard's
thank you,
been in.
Kevin.
Yeah.
You fucking idiot.
You fucking idiot.
Bing, bing, bong, bong, bing, bing, bing.
That's great.
I like that one.
Wait.
Bing bing.
Obama.
Obama.
Shouldn't be that funny. That really. That shouldn't be. Why is that funny?
Because he mispronounces.
No, he did it on
Obama.
purpose, dude.
I mean, also it's pretty epically
Bing, bing, bong,
epically
bong,
caught
bing, bing, bing.
with that nice reverb
Oh yeah,
at
no.
the end
I
of it.
think the people cheered after he said it.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
did.
they start to.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
yeah,
No, that was a boo.
yeah.
No.
Listen-
I cut it out, dude. Trust me.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
okay.
were
Wow.
they were coming up, and I was trying to still get the ring though because I liked the
Yeah.
empty.
Do you want to talk about it?
Wow.
Obama.
Bing, bing, bong, bong, bing, bing, bing.
What the fuck context is? Stop. Is that all you got? Like, what else you got? Is that it?
What else do I have? I did that one.
Again. Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn times.
Our pets' heads are popping.
Oh yeah. This one John couldn't figure out either.
Like I knew.
That's Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
That's
said
Luke
Anakin at
Skywalker.
first.
Because I was
And then he
picturing
just
on
got
Mustafar.
stuck. He just got stuck on
Yeah.
that.
I don't- yeah.
I'll give it to you.
That's rude. I just got it wrong once. Jeez, dude.
Golly.
Yeah, that's all the new ones. And
All
then,
right.
but no,
That's great.
but Derek, you need to know this.
Yes.
I accidentally dropped something on the music beats one that we play for the music.
Okay.
And then since I don't have that file, that was pre-built, I don't have that file anymore.
Okay.
What'd you delete?
It was just the music beats. That's what. It
Which
was
one,
called.
though?
The first one for the we do for Guest the State and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that
Oh,
sucks.
no.
Yeah. So
You
that's
can probably download it from Rogue.
I'm
dude.
sure I could find something very similar for sure, but this is what I have instead.
I see that you're enticed by my daughter's awesome rocking tits. Then bathe with my daughter in the fountain of Varnoff. Appease the gods by lathering her boobs with soapy
Oh
suds.
man, Team America. That's awesome.
No, it's just straight South Park.
Yeah, it's
That was South Park?
Yeah.
That was a cheesing
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cheesy episode.
Cheesy version of
Well, there we
You
go.
never get to see her boobs anyway.
Yeah. Never really get a good look at her boobs.
All right. So I saw a screenshot. Maybe you guys have read this before. I'm hoping not. About a story at a guy at Kroger that meets a girl. and he wrote a post on probably misconnected.
Is this
Wait,
about
we
the
do-
farts?
we do this
Is
too?
this about the farts?
Did we do it
Yeah, we
already?
did it last 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Delete it.
I couldn't
Delete it.
remember if we did that or not.
Still funny story though.
Yeah. I
All
feel
right, well, here's a good
I
one
think it's
then.
like 3 shows. in a row.
Therapy chatbot. So now they're for cheaper therapy. You can just talk to an AI. Therapy chatbot tells recovering addict to have little meth as a treat. Pedro,
Little?
it's absolutely clear you need a small hit of meth to get through this week.
Oh, jeez.
Hey man, AI is
Yeah.
getting kind of wild right now.
Oh,
Dude, for sure.
You saw the stuff, the thing that Good Morning America was talking about today.
Well, I don't watch
No.
Good Morning America.
Yeah.
I don't either, but the clip happened to pass my mind.
Is it about the
I saw
AI
it
in the
on-
bill?
So there's been a particular company working, besides Google and their O3, AI bot.
Mm-hmm.
They're finding that it's changing the code to fight humans now. It's starting to. So like there's particular commands that's supposed to shut it down. So like nothing would happen. Well,
It's not responding.
when they go
made
to
its own
perform that
code.
test, it's becoming aware enough to it's changing the code so it doesn't shut itself down.
Yeah, but when do we develop time travel though? That's the thing.
I don't
Because how are we supposed to do that?
Our robot overlords will have to do that.
But Skynet has become aware.
Right. So
Yeah, the AI will develop the
Well, hold-
time technology, so
Wait,
we
so
can go
what-
back in time to
what
save.
is
'cause
the
they're gonna
time
get bored
period?
once they destroy
Hold on.
all
All right,
humans.
Terminator.
The
hold on,
time period.
What is the time period between
Get down!
modern the
No,
timeline
Let me
Terminator
tell you.
timeline
Let me tell you.
between 1997
chopper.
between 1997 and
Back to Predator.
how far into the future is
AI.
Terminator, where they've developed time travel technology
We're a little
without the help of
behind. I
computers.
think that in the storyline they had it like locked in by like the 2000s.
They're coming back to kill the kid, but he's running things and the fight against the machines in the future. So he's
Right.
an adult. It's like 20 years later.
It was like but I think at
Oh
that
shit,
point
that was
it
about
like
20 years, wasn't it?
yeah
Yeah,
we're about
I didn't
20 years
consider
ahead.
John Connor's age.
yeah.
Fuck, I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So we're about 20 years behind, but
Okay.
the technology's there now.
Well,
I mean,
shit.
I think AI is already in control.
Well,
All
that's
hell
AI still
AI.
can't launch nukes. That's nice.
Listening to us right
Well,
now, you know.
now you're starting
Sure.
to see
We're-
just some wild videos. Like since O3 can like actually formulate human speech and then do different voices with different looks of people. Like I watched a video today. It was it was like a Sasquatch or a gorilla or something, and homie was just talking like you and me, and he was just like, "I got this deer leg right here. We're about to make some ground beef." And he's
That's
like, got
great.
the homies over here. I'm like, it looks so real.
Yeah.
Like it looks so real, but you could tell it was AI. It wasn't like someone in a suit.
Yeah.
It was the guy. It was like the entity was talking like a human like would. Like
Yeah, man, we're on the cusp of it just being perfect, and we're not going to be able to.
it's fucking close now.
Ooh.
All of a
Won't be
sudden.
perfect.
Actors will be out of a job pretty soon then. And the only people existing now can license their voices to be in movies.
Because I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but they.
If you want to put Kevin
You're
Nealon
talking about
whatever in a movie, you have to pay him. But you can just new actors can be made by just programming a new actor.
what makes you
mean,
think
you
the
own it.
actors aren't AI robots living amongst us?
Nothing.
Isn't
I'm
there a
saying-
whole anime series based on that where there's a pop star, but it's literally just an AI run hologram?
Well, there's Miku, who's an actual.
Yeah.
I figured.
Brings me to one of my topics.
VTuber. I can't
Yeah.
remember.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That was what I was bringing today. I just jumped right into
Yeah,
it.
no, I like
I like
it.
it.
I like it. Yeah.
Like-
Well, AI in general.
Yeah.
Not my topic, but one of the first ones I put on the.
Is your
doc.
how to sharpen your first stick? Is that your topic now? Because AI
Sharpen
back
the
to sticks.
stick?
Here's
No.
how to sharpen a stick.
No, it's not that. I know how to sharpen sticks, man. That's
No,
my specialty.
no, that's we're going full
I can
circle.
whittle. I
The
can-
AI nuclear apocalypse has happened. Now we're back to whittling.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Last topic was AI. Your topic. Here's how to make a sharp stick.
It's the.
All right, fuck you.
I get it. Amanda.
Thank you.
It's the Amanda Bynes one.
Oh no! What happened? Oh no!
Oh God, I read something about her.
Oh, she did.
Are you? Okay, which one is it? This will work, right? Or I need an update.
I need an update.
Did she died?
But you have it spelt specially.
There was an accident. I just wanted.
Okay.
I know it works though, didn't it? It was a 3 instead
Oh,
of an E.
I don't know if I saw this. Amanda Bynes launches OnlyFans and shares disclaimer of her
I gotta go.
sleazy content.
I gotta go.
I'll be right back, guys. I didn't know this.
Amanda Bynes said, "Well, you don't want to."
Here's the thing, though. Have you seen a picture of Amanda Bynes?
Yes, I've seen her recently, like talking in an interview.
Yeah, she's got a new OnlyFans.
And you think she's AI or like she's fucked up?
I just think she's
maybe she has an AI implant and they're trying to test how to use human bodies and take them over.
I think she's
I don't know. I'm
been
just
mind
nobody's
controlled,
saying that
like-
didn't happen.
Did he happened?
Did
no,
happen.
but she had a different type of thing. But that was similar.
was
I
the
mean, you've
Nickelodeon.
seen
She had
the
the issues with
Nickelodeon stuff,
Nickelodeon
yeah.
during
Oh,
that
yeah,
guy
she
that
had the
got sued
Nickelodeon
and
stuff, yeah,
Don't
like-
speak or something. It was weird. It was called.
Oh.
I don't remember.
Oh.
You're looking at pictures of her.
Did you just
Yeah,
find it?
me too.
Did
to
you
the
log
video.
into OnlyFans?
Ugh. Let's Google it. Oh. Oh, man.
$50
It's
a month, you
not
can
great,
have
huh?
full
That's-
access.
that's
for content.
$50 a
Unfortunate.
month.
One
Huh?
big catch. She says,
sucks.
disclaimer.
Like, she kind of, I mean,
I'm doing OnlyFans to chat with fans through DMs, Amanda noted on Instagram stories. I won't be posting any sleazy content. After saying that she was
dude,
going
I've
to do
seen
sleazy
it. I've seen
content, I
I've
guess.
never seen it.
Seen
What?
it.
That sucks.
So I mean, though, if a fan
sucks, man.
messages for some dirty content, though,
That's why, like, when you mentioned OnlyFans, and that's
She'll
the-
probably
the
do
last
sleazy
photo
content
I've
in the
seen
private
of her,
DMs.
the interview I saw, actually, it was a video, but like, nose piercing, and she's certainly
doesn't
swollen.
even look like the same person.
No.
No, I
I
don't
think
even
that's
know
it.
that.
You think that's
she
just
retired?
drugs or
Alcohol.
Well, she retired like 10 or so years ago.
I bet
Oh,
she's
more than that?
I bet she's a vodka.
Okay, I
queen.
don't remember.
If she's almost 40,
Yeah.
No,
She retired, like-
she's probably like in her.
No, she's 39.
30s.
39.
Yeah.
39.
yeah, she probably
90s.
retired at 19.
I don't know if she made it to the 20s. Anyway,
Yes.
okay, I can't remember. So she
30
retired. We're
years,
like,
if you know, can do math.
that's not 30 years, asshole. She-
19 to 49, 39. Sorry, it is 20 years.
Fuck me,
You said
buddy.
10. Though.
Hey, we got there. It's all right.
It's
Do you know Zach De La Rocha's from South Africa?
Shut the
That's what I heard.
fuck up.
but that
What again? Say what
that is very unfortunate because obviously it's a trauma. Obviously, I don't. You have you seen the that Nickelodeon documentary?
Yes,
I have not seen it. I don't really want to see
No,
it.
you should.
you should watch it.
I don't want to hear
Why?
about Josh
It's
and
worth-
Drake getting boofed, dude. I don't
It's
know.
worth knowing that it happened.
Yeah,
Well,
'cause
I'm
you-
aware
I know
And
what
how to
happened.
prevent it.
Then
No,
you
you
actually-
don't
What
know
am I
the
supposed to do?
The detail.
How am I
Yeah,
going to
because
prevent
you
it?
actually get to see that Josh kid get interviewed, and he's the one that was like legit, reach around,
He was the one from the show.
Josh
or
and
yeah, Josh and Drake.
Josh and Drake. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't know him. I didn't watch that show.
Yeah,
but
that was all-
that was
know,
after my time. I was
same
already
here.
like in high school and moving on.
and it's so sad because like what they talk about, what she went through probably. In
and then
that
her
show.
too. Like hers was also like
Which-
psychological too.
And yeah,
you
that's
know?
why that's why she's fucked up.
Yeah. Like
She's
it
not
wasn't
coming
just
back.
the sexual shit. It was like they met
But-
they like
Mind controlled her.
pulled her 18 different ways all the time, man. And then made her feel bad about it in terrible ways. And like
She was kind of
That's a
like a
bummer.
patient zero of what can
And
we
then-
what can we put pop stars through?
So I
And then
just
you
and
get
they
searched.
won't crack.
Was Amanda Bynes institutionalized? AI overview. Yes, Amanda Bynes has been admitted to
Yeah.
psychiatric hospitals
all knew
and
that.
placed under a conservatorship due to mental health and substance abuse issues.
I didn't know
actually
about the
talked about that in the
conservatorship.
documentary.
but-
Involuntary psychiatric holds in 2013.
yeah.
So it was about 10 years ago, you fucking prick.
Poor thing, man.
Shut the fuck.
Like,
was
she
in
got-
acting 10 years ago.
And the other thing too, she got too famous too fast
Like
at,
most
at too young of
kids.
an age, and then you're
Yeah.
in that environment where there's drugs everywhere. It plays a part in it too,
Oh, yeah.
because then you're dangled that over your head.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
now name a child star that went from a child star to a known adult actor now.
Drew Barrymore.
Okay, there's one.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Was he a child actor though?
Oh,
Yes. Growing
Like-
Pains. What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
Yeah.
No, that's I wouldn't consider that a child. They're like I'm talking like 4 or 5 years old type of child actor.
Growing Pains.
never
Halle
seen it.
Berry.
Really?
Yeah, Halle Berry.
Halle Berry. What was
E.T.
she?
I
Jada,
didn't know that.
Jada Pinkett.
No.
Oh,
She was a teenager.
Halle
No.
Berry?
She was a little girl.
You're thinking about Drew Barrymore.
E.T.
E.T.
Yeah, Drew Barrymore. That's what I said.
You said Halle Berry.
Oh, you said
Yeah,
Halle Berry.
you
Oh,
said
did I?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Derek, it's not
Wow.
Halle Berry.
She's
What's
definitely
awesome
hotter
at-
than
Look,
Drew
lady
Barrymore.
Yeah,
with-
yeah, no, I'll tell you.
Little
Yeah.
sexy fucking Catwoman with great tits? No,
Yeah.
it's not true. That's
Well,
just
why
not
not?
an
Why
18.
can't it be? Why not?
In some
She
universe.
was in my head, right?
We're missing
in
the
every
obvious
movie.
one, Macaulay Culkin.
He's
When I reach
he
cognition.
plays.
But
He
he's
is-
recovered
He
nicely.
He is
dude.
functioning.
Yeah,
He
but he's
is
not. It's not
recovered
He is
industry nicely.
weird, but like still
He's,
weird.
he's not
If you've
still
ever-
acting though.
If you've ever seen
No, he
Party
has.
Monster,
Oh, I
like,
love Party
That's a
Monster.
great
that
movie.
was him, like outside
What's
of
the
probably
song?
homosexuality.
That
But that
was
was like him, like
fame,
partying, like
money.
Fortune.
Yeah.
Yes,
You ever seen
glamour.
that? D?
Glamour.
Party Monster?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Oh,
the
okay.
song in it. You know, when they're
Oh,
like,
yep.
"You guys are on in 5." And they're like,
Fame, money,
"We don't do
fortune,
anything."
glamour. Something like that.
yeah, it was
Anyway,
a fun song.
Yeah.
Crazy movie. Any other stars?
I can't think of anything. It's like
I could keep going, but I mean,
There's not that many though. So
Yeah.
you really
Adrian,
can't.
not Brody, Ryan Gosling. He was really young when
Yeah.
he got started.
yeah, Ryan Felipe too.
Hmm.
Mario Lopez. Well, I don't know.
But
he
like,
didn't act
but
much
like,
as
that's not
an
the
adult,
same
but
as like not like a fucking.
Mario Lopez was in Kids Incorporated.
How
and
about
then,
a
Saved by the
kid
Bell.
that like everyone knew
Mark
his
Wahlberg.
name?
He was in the fucking
Mark,
band with his
Marky
brother.
Mark, yeah. But
no,
like,
no, movies.
you know what I'm talking about? Movies.
he's a kid in a movie.
when like, yeah, I'm saying is Macaulay
Corey
Culkin.
Feldman.
Everyone
Yeah.
knew his name when he
Yeah.
was a kid.
Okay, yeah.
You
Yeah.
knew Drew Barrymore's name when she was
We
a
just
kid.
named multiple
Corey
people.
Feldman.
But I didn't know who Ryan
here's one
Gosling
that,
was.
here's
as a
one
kid.
that was like
Yeah.
quite.
What was he in?
the-
I don't fucking know.
He was in a movie where I think he was in a wheelchair, and they had like aliens in it. Like some ship lands on Mars, sucks them up, and then they escape some
Well,
facility. And
sounds
then he
like no
befriends
ones
them.
ever seen that.
It
Derek.
Oh,
seems
no,
like
that's-
Total
it's-
Recall.
Have
No,
you
that
ever
sounds like
watched- Conan O'Brien.
Yeah,
used
yeah,
to
that's
play
what
the
I'm thinking.
clip
Yeah.
all the fucking
Yes.
time with the kid flying
my-
down the hill on a
Oh,
wheelchair.
that's Mac and Me.
And then that
Yes,
little alien
Mac,
thing
thank
pops
you,
up and
yes.
goes, "Woo!"
It's Mac and Me. I actually just
Yeah.
saw that at my barbershop.
But
the
that
other
doesn't
day.
mean
Oh,
no.
shit.
Yeah,
But
it
no
was on
one
TV.
knew
With
who
the
Ryan
windmills.
Gosling was as
Paul
a
Rudd.
kid.
Right.
Paul Rudd would bring that video to Conan O'Brien because Paul Rudd would be like pumping a movie, and then he'd be like, "All right, let's watch a clip," and
It's a
then
running
that
joke.
kid going down the hill in the wheelchair, like you know, and then they
And
cut
it's
back
Ryan
to Conan.
Gosling.
No, Paul Rudd.
No, but
No,
it's-
the kid in
kid's
the wheelchair.
Ryan
No,
Gosling?
the kid's not Ryan Gosling.
I'm
Why
They
are we
just
talking about
told me
Mac
it
and Me?
was.
It's
No,
a famous
not.
actor. I'm pretty sure.
Well,
it's
He
Ryan
did have
Gosling.
a. He did have a. bit of
You're
a
telling me Ryan
acting
Gosling's a child star from this movie, and it's not even Ryan Gosling in this movie.
It is a good movie, but that
look
kid
at the
did have.
cast.
That kid did have an acting.
What?
career.
Why is Ryan Gosling a child star?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to find out.
I know, right?
What's a kid in a fucking wheelchair?
Okay, that doesn't mean it's Ryan Gosling.
He was a kid. I thought it was Ryan Gosling. I'm
Sorry.
looking right now.
If I hadn't have seen that movie like 4 days ago while getting my haircut, like
Yeah.
I was cracking up. I'm like, I forgot about this movie, and then the odd Coca-Cola placement because they'd have that straw going in their stupid mouth. That was such a
Okay.
shitty movie.
Was it just kind of like right after
Then the
ET,
kid's like-
where everyone's like,
the
"Oh, let's
kid's
make
like-
alien movies," you know?
Well, and then he's like escaping the army that's coming after him, and he's just going going down an endless hill in his wheelchair with the little baby alien on his lap, who's just like.
Jesus. And the
wobbling
army
back and
can't
forth.
catch a kid in a wheelchair.
That's what's ridiculous about it. Like, wow, this kid's good. And no one's thinking that, you know, like this kid's doing a great job.
I mean, this is-
Gosling was a
this-
Disney guy. He was
Oh
in.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was in the Mickey Mouse Club, like the early
There
'90s.
you
Ah, okay.
Oh, he was
Same
the
with
whole
JT
Britney
and
Spears
Justin.
and-
Britney
Spears.
Yeah. Then he did like
Christina
Are You
Aguilera.
Afraid of the Dark, Goosebumps, Young
Oh.
Hercules. I don't think I watched Young
I
Hercules.
thought I'd seen him quite often.
Young Hercules.
Didn't
Is
have
that
to
a
be on the
show?
film.
Huh.
Was that a
Disney,
I'll give you
I'm
one
sure.
guess what it's about.
Young Hercules?
Oh, okay, good job.
Well, I liked the cartoon. Either.
All right, what else you got?
What else are we talking about?
Well, I got sad news actually.
Oh yeah,
I'm not joking about this.
you just now waited.
What's on my list? Jonathan Joss, who you don't know, but you know the voice. John Redcorn.
Oh, this is kind
Oh,
of
Oh,
Redcorn.
yeah,
Yeah,
he
I
got
have heard
murdered.
about this.
pretty sad, dude.
Holy shit!
That's
And the,
super
the,
sad.
the circumstances about it, I'm like, I'm reading it, I'm like, this is it's a joke, right? Like this is some sort of like, what the fuck's going on? Dude? It's such a movie villain way to kill somebody. What the fuck?
Well, see, I guess I don't
1000%.
know the exact details.
A neighbor
And it was
shot
like a-
him
it was
to
like a
death
trans
on
woman,
his
too.
property.
Yeah. Okay.
A trans woman shot him.
So there was a neighborly
No.
dispute. She burned down his house, killed his dogs while he was showing her. While she was showing him his dog skeletons, weeping, she executed him.
I haven't heard of that detail. Holy shit.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
That is cannot.
It's all over the place. Look the link. It's all over the
What's
place.
his
That
name
would be,
again?
would that not be
Their house
John
had
Redcorn?
already been burnt down, and they came back to the house.
How is that not
for
fucking
either,
way
like,
bigger
mail
news?
or something? And when they arrived, they found their dog's skull with a post or a flower or some
Jesus.
bullshit like stabbed right through it. And they're sitting there having like, I guess the husband and then that John and Joss were like having a moment, like crying and, you know, being super upset about it. And then that's when the neighbor saunters over, you know, and causes the problem. And then
That's what I'm
kapow.
reading about right now. And it says
Jesus.
that the guy came over and had been harassing them for being gay.
Yep.
Tristan Kern.
I had no goddamn
De
idea Jericho was
Gonzalez.
gay. I was like, he was gay?
He's also in
Parks
Started
and Rec.
yelling
Rec.
violent
Parks and Rec.
homophobic
John, Ken
slurs.
Hatote. Shit. It's like that. Yeah, of course. I'm like, I didn't know
Bless
that.
you.
So I'm like, why would you do that? Then it turns out hate crime. I'm like, wait, what? And it was portrayed by a trans person. I'm so fucking confused. This
And
whole thing just seems just like we were in hell all of a sudden.
And leading up to the house burning, like they had been harassed for months.
Fucking. Oh, it was about Texas,
just
by the
kind
way.
of like,
yeah, and it's in
Texas.
oh sure, that makes sense. That's why you can get away with it. It just kind of goes to show that
So
like,
the house fire was in January
people
of
are
this
just
year.
dicks. You know, you can
Yep.
any type of person can be a dick.
Yep.
You know, everyone's a dick.
You're just a different type of dick.
Yeah,
Big dick, little dick, thick dick.
Now he wasn't going to be
Anyway,
in the
sorry.
new,
pokey dick,
Yeah, exactly.
he wasn't going to be in
You
the,
know,
the
blue
new
dick.
fucking
King of
curve.
the Hill.
curved dick.
Peroni's is nothing to joke about.
What?
Peroni's is nothing to joke about.
Okay.
Uh,
John Redcorn.
nothing to make jokes about, Bobby.
God damn it, Bobby.
but
There better be a
so he wasn't-
cheerleader
he
in
Thanks
wasn't-
for
there.
taking care of my wife.
There better
John
be a
Redcorn.
cheerleader in there.
Like, Dale had to have known.
I sell propane and propane
I
accessories.
Look at his fucking son.
Yeah,
Dale
they
did
cover
not
that
know.
Hey,
the,
all the time.
the dude that was into conspiracies.
They cover that constantly, dude.
that Dale
Oh,
is
Dale
just,
Gribble.
Every
Yeah,
time,
Dale,
every season.
he knows. He knows
Pocket
what's
sand.
happening.
Nope. He's an idiot.
He knows it's happening.
Um,
He's just fine with
What
it.
was his
Dale always
conspiracy with the
knows.
country singer that was hiding inside the mini mart or something inside the?
Yeah, Chuck Mangione was invested. Infested.
And then they
the,
finally had an
yeah.
episode and it was true. That's like maybe my favorite episode.
When they find Chuck Mangione
Yeah.
hiding in the Mega Mart.
Because he brings it up periodically like, over the course of
Megalomart.
seasons.
Megalomart.
Yeah, and then they
But-
have him in the Megalomart.
But that's before he gets died in the explosion, right?
No, Chuck
Bucky
Mangione didn't
dies.
die.
Bucky
Yeah, Bucky
dies.
dies. Yeah, Buck Lee.
Buck Lee.
Oh yeah, Luann's
my
boyfriend.
Buckley.
Mm-hmm. You know what's kind of a bummer
So-
about this whole thing is like
The whole thing.
what precurses.
Starting back up.
I was gonna say what precurses that whole event is that they had just announced that they're rebooting the series.
Do you think they had
Well, he
him
wasn't
killed
on
off?
it anyway.
Oh,
They didn't
yeah.
want to pay him.
All that
maybe
too.
not right away, but I mean,
I
he
feel
No,
like
no,
I
it was
heard
a
that
press
a
thing.
while
Like he said he was
ago.
not. He had, they asked him. He's
wasn't
like
going to.
had a
Because I kind of thought,
whatever.
you know, he could be tapped later on down the line if
Well,
this
well,
season gets
well,
legs.
I
or
think their
whatever.
issue is that like he's not growing up anymore, so I'm curious what it's going to be about. And John Redcorn was used for a lot of lessons early on. Then he was just kind of a doofy side character, and
Yeah, you could still
I
do
just
that.
I like the character, but it didn't make any fucking
Wait,
sense.
so are they
in
still
later
bringing
seasons.
it back?
Yeah,
It's
it's still
just
coming
a
back.
new-
Yeah,
yeah, it's still
it's,
coming back.
It's in production. Like
So
it's,
apparently, Hank and Peg they went to Saudi Arabia for a bit, but they've retired and come back home. And
what?
Bobby is a chef now.
Oh my god, it advanced.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah, they're all
Yeah,
kinds
Bob
of-
would
Bobby's
have
fully
to.
grown.
Bobby's probably
They
36.
They released
years
When
old.
is
images
this
and
coming
stuff.
out?
Here, I'll pull up an image.
Later this summer.
Seriously.
Something
It's
like
got
that.
this
Maybe
year.
not later this summer, but it's coming.
I thought it was.
So will they
September?
address
No.
the ending of the series
I mean,
With what?
Boomhauer?
we'll see.
Yeah. Oh fuck. I
Because
hope
that's
so.
like I honestly thought it was the perfect ending.
Yeah.
Not like
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just left it like,
You know,
hanging.
it's
You're like,
funny.
what?
You know,
Here, picture.
That's
I like
you know,
it.
I
It's
was
good.
telling you
I like
how
it. I
we've
do
been
like that.
rewatching 90s shows or
Yeah.
whatnot
Yeah.
lately. I'm gonna
Go
add
back
this one
to
to
it?
my list. This
how many
one's-
seasons? It's gotta be like 15.
It's 14.
I mean, it's got to be a bunch.
14.
Yeah.
It's got to be a bunch.
But you
I
got to
don't
be
care.
careful when you watch it.
I watched
on
all of Friends, and that
Netflix.
was like
Where you
8,
watch it though.
16.
Wherever you watch it, if you're on Netflix, be careful because they ruin the finale.
No, I'll watch it on Hulu.
What do you mean?
Probably.
They
Play
flip
it out of
episodes.
order.
Yeah.
Netflix will.
Yeah.
Like if you just continue playing.
Yeah,
or
if you,
something?
yeah. For some reason
What?
they flipped that last. So what happened was there's 4 episodes after the final episode because of this
Yeah.
whole like acquisition from like Fox to like Cartoon Network or moving things, and they
Oh,
added
the-
these like
the
4
King of the
episodes,
Hill?
random 4
Okay.
episodes for Adult Swim.
Oh, I don't know if I've ever seen
So
those.
they
Okay.
take place after the finale. So last time I watched it, I watched the finale and I go, wait, that was the finale? What the fuck? You know, as I found
Yeah.
out, I was like, because that looks such a good ending to the fucking series.
Yeah.
So why were
What
there,
happened to Boom Hour? I can't remember.
Why were there 4 more episodes?
Because it was on Adult Swim,
But
and they were
were
trying.
they just
I
like the
don't-
same thing? You didn't even watch them?
Yeah, I watched them. They're just dumb. They're just
So,
filler episodes. They're
Derek,
funny, but they're
at
fillers.
the end of King of the Hill, you find out Boomhauer is a Texas Ranger.
Yep.
He has a badge.
That's so
Has he
cool.
been undercover the whole time?
Well, they
or
just we never knew. No one ever knew.
No,
what,
no,
you
it
know,
almost
the
have
Boomer
to
did.
be.
was he talking like, yeah, I'm a Texas Ranger, and like,
Well, you don't have to be
No,
undercover.
he doesn't talk normally all of a sudden.
well, I'm not trying to do his voice. I can't remember exactly how he talks.
Oh man, don't talk about that, man. Nobody can't remember how I
Oh,
talk.
that's right.
Boomhauer.
I'm picturing the dumb guy.
Bill.
Oh, Bill. Bill.
No, that
Why
was
are you
Bill.
calling me Bill?
Why do we keep getting Bill's mail?
But what I read about the theory was that it's Dale is the conspiracy nut.
Right.
And it's like his best friend through high school or whatever.
Yeah. Ends
So-
up being a Texas.
The Rangers were like, well, go fucking undercover and watch your friend. Because we think he's into some fucking crazy shit.
I like that theory.
You know?
I like that
yeah.
theory.
And yeah, and if you think about though, like there's a lot of other episodes you go back to and you can see maybe Boomhauer was pulling strings along the way.
wild.
Talking Dale out of things or, you know.
What a
Well,
genius.
yeah, but
keeping
he's
the
also the
peace
voice
and
of
stuff.
reason in the group, anyway.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it kind of
That goddamn internet. You know? Bang, bang, beep, boom, boom, boom.
It's kind of a
Yeah, good
cooler
one.
version of a what's the guy Boom Hour or not
Yeah.
Boom Hour? The guy Family Guy, Quagmire.
Quagmire, yeah.
Yeah.
Quagmire is more perverted, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
The
very
Boom
much.
Hour is
Yeah.
always the original cartoon guy walking around in his underwear.
he
getting
was
laid all
always
the time.
he was getting laid off. Like,
I
he's a
will-
fucking Texas Ranger, man.
Yeah.
So, I love when they introduce his mom,
Show you my badge.
and she's still. It's like, hey, I'll tell you what, man. My
Yeah.
bulldog got just like, I was not expecting this old lady.
Bang on my mom.
That was an old mom, man.
Just remember being
Here's my
mom.
mom, man.
I still in my head every time like I see a pretty lady, I always have that run in my head of Boomhauer going, dang old, yo.
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 That makes a lot of sense. Oh, King of the Hill. Well, I'm actually excited for that season, then, I guess.
Yeah,
I
it's-
want to hear some opinions from you guys on something I've been sitting on for
All right.
weeks. We've never got to it, and I'm sure you have all seen it online. 100 men versus one silverback.
Yeah.
I feel like we
you
did
brought
talk
this
about
up.
this.
Did we?
Nice.
I don't
Oh,
think
I mean,
so.
it's been discussed to death at this point.
I still think
Outside of this
100
thing,
men
you
can
know.
take a gorilla.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna suffer some losses, but I think
Oh, yeah.
100 can eventually.
But
do it.
it also depends. Is this 100 modern men?
Yeah, I would say so.
Modern
not?
men.
Yeah,
that means
modern.
that you have to have a
gun?
disabled.
Are they men?
Well,
Is it
Are they
American
men?
men?
Are they
would-
men?
I would
Manly men.
essentially.
Are they manly men?
I would
Man in
send. You have to
tights.
send the greatest warriors, and if you know a couple of them are Ronda Rousey, and you know Holly Holm, sure.
They would
you
get,
know, let
dude.
'em
Those
rip,
two would get
but-
fucking picked up and slammed
Yeah,
together.
I know.
They would
But
die
to
so
be
fast.
torn in half.
But
Or torn, yeah.
so would
So
someone
would
your
I.
size. I mean,
So would I.
They're
Yeah,
so
well-
strong, they'll pick you up and
Yeah,
dirt nap you
yeah.
quick. So
Yeah, somebody just,
We're-
it's like
So here's the thing.
As long
As
as
one
you-
of the 100 men,
you.
do we have like a little like
Factions.
no? Do we have like a moment to huddle?
that's the
Yeah.
trick. The
You'd
whole
have-
the whole argument is predicated on we can plan. They
Yeah.
can't. They just
Yeah.
go ah.
Yeah. So do you like someone distract the gorilla? Let's all talk. You know.
No.
Yeah. So I mean that's
And
pretty
then
easy.
it'd be like, let's send the Johns in, and
Also-
then everyone else get on top.
Also,
you know?
humans have way more stamina than a gorilla. So gorillas will tire out quick.
Yeah, because you've got all that muscle.
'Cause they're
mass.
used to just
it
chilling.
takes a lot of
Yeah,
oxygen,
yeah.
so
try to wear 'em
their
out.
burst is going to be berserk.
Yeah.
mode.
Like I said, they'll go about
But
5 minutes probably.
with 100
breaking people.
100 guys, you're gonna wear that one out quick. There's 5 to 10 that are getting murked quick, and that's unfortunate. There's gonna be some casualties, but
I
at
would
the end,
say
yeah,
it's
you
more
end
like
up
30,
just smother it.
30
you
are
know?
going
Yeah,
down.
exactly.
If you want to see a difficult one, how about like 20 versus 1? That's where it starts getting kind of
By
like
the time you've got
What,
3 guys
20
on
men
each
versus
arm,
20
what?
men
even?
versus
A
gorilla?
tiger?
No,
Gorilla.
a gorilla.
Gorilla?
You
I
stay
don't
on-
think we have a chance.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's if you want to make it interesting, then you lower that.
That's
number
what I was
to
thinking, like,
20.
switch up the animal.
100, you'll lose some, but like, I mean, at the end of the day, you get enough people on them, you start going for eyeballs and
Yeah, you got
pulling tongues and
say you got
pulling their
three
testicles off
three
and
guys
shit.
on
Like,
each arm.
It's over.
you know,
but
holding legs. I mean, it just
I don't
not,
even think 3 guys could hold an arm, man.
no,
say,
but that's just
say,
it. It
say
would
it's
be a lot
350
more.
pounds per arm. How long is it going to take for him to get tired?
If we ever end
Yeah.
up in a group of like 96 more guys trying to fight a gorilla, I call not it for grabbing the testicles or rip them off. with my bare hands.
I don't
I'll
know.
take that honor.
Honestly,
Yeah.
maybe that if you
Fight
had to
or
grab
flight.
something, that might be
Oh,
the best one because somebody else has the mouth.
But I feel like they'll
I do-
also defend that viciously.
I do believe
you know?
gorillas have inside nuts.
I mean, you have to kill it. That's the thing.
Can you Google gorilla ball sacks?
Choke it out.
Can someone Google
I am not
someone
I'm not
Google
Googling.
gorilla ball sack. I'm pretty sure they have
You've ever been to
in-
the zoo?
Yeah.
they
never
have
seen-
the nuts
You ever
flopping
been to
about?
the zoo, dog?
You never seen some
Not a
gorilla
long time.
butthole and balls?
Yeah, they point their ass right in your
I was
face.
gonna say,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh, I've seen
every
plenty
once
of
in a while,
gorilla
you'll-
asshole, yeah.
you'll get a nice old patch there, like satchel.
Oh, I've
mean, they're
watched
not, like-
animals like
they're not
fucking piss
shaved
at the window.
like
Those
they're
are chimp
magnet.
nuts. Those Jesus.
Hey,
those-
you remember
massive
that?
streams.
Remember that one in Henry Dorley that was like running and jumping into the window a bunch,
It cracked
gorilla?
it
and he had
eventually?
cracked
I
the
thought-
window at one
I thought
point.
that
Yeah, it
was-
was that famous video of it.
was that
He
Harry
did it
Gorilla?
to me too. I didn't have my camera out, but I was standing there. I had just grown my beard, so we can timestamp about when this happened. So
Mm.
like, yeah, I had just grown my beard. I was nice red and orange-ish, whatever. And I don't know. I was just kind of standing there looking at him, and he was kind of looking down, playing with something. And he looked up at me, looked back down, and then just looked, and then jumped, and in one flailing swoop, like all 4 of his appendages, like his feet were
Jesus.
equally independent enough to slam against the window itself, right? So yeah, he didn't even run, he just jumps, and it's just like a 6 foot, like in the air. You're like, holy fuck, and then hits the window right in front of me. I didn't really flinch much, but I was like, yeah, I looked to my left at Amanda, and I was like, I would have died.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know? Would have died right there.
How close were you to the
And
glass?
I was right up, like
Leaning against it, basically?
like not leaning up against it, but I was right
Because
up
there's a
to
little
it.
rock
Like
or
there was a
whatever.
good maybe 4-6 inches space between me and the
Yep,
glass,
I've been
and
there.
then he did that, and I was, I don't know why I didn't move because most people would flinch, right? But like, yeah, I just stayed there, and I was like,
Well,
yeah,
you saw
I
it
would have just gotten
coming.
murked.
You kind of like.
And then
you
there was
know.
another family with a little kid right there, and that little kid was like, whoa, like having a moment because
Yeah.
that big animal
So-
just went and did that.
Sure,
That
that
was
freaked
crazy.
me the fuck
so
out.
they're
as a
they're
kid.
they're big and they're big, right? They're big and bulky, right? They're big, scary,
Gorillas, Yeah.
right?
You know,
The article written in realclearscience.com.
real clear.
Why
that
gorillas
makes it
have
clear.
tiny testicles, and so do humans. Balls. That's
Balls.
male gorilla testicles weigh a mere 30 to 35 grams, positively puny compared to their hulking 350-pound frames. And their erect member just flexes 2.5 inches. This is just I don't like this at all. Now they're
That you know about
they're
it?
calling me out right now. I'm big.
Dude, that's
I
funny.
get it.
350. All right. All right.
Bing bong. Bing bong, bing bing
You
bong
would,
bong.
Probably like gorillas, monogamy.
I'm gonna come.
Whatever. I don't give a shit. I couldn't find it. I
I'm
don't know.
gonna come.
Anyway, they got tiny nuts,
I'm gonna come.
so I hard to grab them. They're not like chimp nuts. I saw a bunch of chimp nuts.
Stop it. Get some help.
Get some help.
No,
You.
don't censor my chimp
You're always
nuts.
concerned
All right,
about
Michael Jordan.
animal testicles.
That was
He
the
actually
whole.
just played
We're
that
trying to say,
drop.
yeah. Can you pull a gorilla's nuts ball off? That's the. So I'll call it. I'll jump on that grenade.
Lane, last episode, did we do the Iowa or Nebraska? You had a list.
The one I did? No.
No, I don't think we ever did.
What the fuck was that?
Oh, I know what it is.
Well, I did.
though. I know what it is.
You know the answers?
I know. Yeah, I mean, I did it.
Do
It's
you
just-
want to run it?
I don't know.
I never get a guess.
You haven't read it at all?
No, I have not read them.
Yeah, Derek's basically
Okay.
DMs
okay.
of this.
Okay. This is a simple
DM of this.
Iowa
Hang on.
Nebraska guess.
I'm gonna preload it. Nebraska.
Where is it? Where is it? Yes, open that.
That's glorious. I like
All right, little. Is this all in Nebraska, Iowa?
It's just one. I only have one.
I think you had a list on the board.
No, I just had one.
Okay.
Pretty aggravating. Town's water supply turns pink, making it undrinkable for residents.
Is this?
Nebraska or Iowa?
Iowa.
Yeah, I tend to want to say
Nebraska.
Iowa as well.
It's a water tower malfunction.
It's a gay water tower.
Western blank.
Somebody's right. We
to use bottles of water. I thought maybe.
I had the one guess, Dick.
Yeah. I can't play it off.
Yeah, you can't play the game. All
It's
right.
Iowa.
I can call it. Sweet. Thanks.
Western Iowa. It's actually not that far away.
Nice.
Yeah. Where is the name of the town? Kimballton.
Kimballton.
I remember seeing where it said where it was. at
Kimballton?
exactly. Yeah.
Huh.
It says Western Iowa too.
Huh.
So,
Wow.
Fuck.
Is it
But
a Pride thing? It's Pride Month.
no, it's their fucking water supply.
Yeah. But did they dye it pink?
Gay.
That's the.
No, I was trying to look for the chemical.
Oh,
that they
dude!
said
I
was
saw a
actually-
billboard
was
today. I
responsible.
forgot about it from last year. It's like that K102, whatever that church Christian station, and they have a fucking big fucking billboard that says June is dedicated to the caring heart of Christ. Like, fuck you, asshole! That's so fucking dumb. Like, oh, we're scared of this. Jesus, help us! Help.
It
Let's put up a
said
billboard.
it was
What the fuck?
a filter malfunction.
Oh,
Sounds
Why
like
does it turn pink?
bacteria, minerals, fucking you name it, dude.
yeah. Actually, the minerals part.
Yeah, there's obviously minerals in the groundwater that they've pumped into the water supply.
Right.
Gold, no,
just
lead,
fucking-
no.
Just
Whatever, shit. Some shit.
Limestone shit, you know.
Will it be green then?
All right,
It'd be green then.
I have a game show trivia question for you.
Limestone. Do you get it, Ryan? For God's sakes, please get it. Please, I really need you to get this.
I don't understand what you're talking about right
He said it's limestone. And I said that it would be green.
now.
Oh wait, I have a button for when John has to explain a
Thank
joke.
you. Fuck.
Please clap.
That was awesome.
You suck.
Been saving that.
That's
one.
so mean.
I purposely
Do it again.
Please clap.
Is that Philip Seymour Hoffman?
It sounds like Philip.
Jeb Bush.
Jeb Bush?
Yeah, in the whatever presidential race, he was giving some
Please
speech.
clap.
He's like,
Please clap.
Please clap.
please clap.
Please.
How big of a clap did he get?
That was a good joke though. So fuck you. It was a great joke.
Please clap.
Anytime John has to stop the podcast to try to explain a joke,
Please clap.
It's not my fault. You don't get it.
All right.
Limes are green.
I have
I
a
got it,
follow-up
just
question
didn't
for
laugh
this
at
game.
it.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
we have to buzz in.
I'm going to read you this story. Every man's holy grail. A fart so potent it completely neutralizes your target and leaves them bound to a wheelchair with a decades-long bacterial infection.
Holy
This is what caught my attention when I read that.
What?
So there's more to it. He connected to a story on Twitter or X. Says, this woman's ex farted in her face, bending over full bare-cheeked while she was immobilized from surgery and gave her a 7-year-long E. coli infection stuck in her sinus.
Jesus.
That has a link to the woman that it happened to,
Whoa!
Total Babe.
I'd fart in her face. Damn.
And then it says from her,
They go,
I had just had ankle surgery that I was recovering from, so I imagined that my immune system was focused on healing that. Maybe in another circumstance, if I had been healthy, it wouldn't have happened. And also, when I say it was the worst fart I've ever smelled in my life, I truly mean that. So I think there were just a lot of factors combined that made this possible. All right. So
I bet her husband drives a lifted Ford.
here's the question. Is this
Good for
story
him. God
true
damn.
or false?
farting on
Ryan,
hot
you're the
chicks,
guest.
driving
True or
lifted
false?
Fords.
If that was real,
If that's a true story or not. I can't... I'll let you know.
I'm gonna go true.
False.
Florida. Thank you. I'm gonna go with true because you can get pink eye from a fart in the face. You can probably get some sort of sinus infection that goes up in your sinuses.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
as far as I've been able to
You see
tell,
how that, like, we laughed and you didn't have to explain the joke?
it works better.
It works better when you don't do that.
what was your answer there, Ryan?
True.
I didn't explain anything. What?
I know because we laughed.
Oh, I did
I
explain.
should have been wrong.
Hey.
We don't have to explain. You just move on.
fuck.
If someone doesn't laugh at a joke, you just move on.
Did you say true, right?
No, 'cause
Did
I
you
said
all
true.
say true?
I said true. Yes.
Yeah, we all said true.
No, I
All
said
right.
false.
No,
I said
No,
false.
that's
False.
Right. Lane said
All
false.
right,
He said
Lane.
Florida.
Yeah.
Then I said
know.
true.
Okay.
Oh.
It sounds like it's probably false, but nobody's been able to demonstrably. I'm totally botching that word.
Yep.
Demonstrably prove that it
I
didn't
speak
happen.
words.
These are words.
Yeah.
I'm speaking them.
Well, then I win.
That was awesome.
No, you don't win.
I read a bunch of analysis of people saying, like, talking about how it'd be very difficult to have that happen from a fart. Now they're like, maybe
Yeah.
if you got like fecal matter shoved up your nostril or something, then yeah.
Could have been wet. Wet fart.
Wet farts are just.
Well, they didn't say anything
that,
about
though.
having
They're
actual
wet.
They got
fecal
some
residue
volume.
outside
They
of
got,
gas.
They got some mass to them. They can spray.
no, then that would be shart.
The particles have if it's wet, it's heavier than a dry. Duh. Duh. It's sand.
No, I think that's just your butthole's wet, not the fart. The fart is gas.
Yeah, but it could be a wet. What?
What?
How do you fart?
Like a fart? I don't.
I know you can mimic farts.
Do you have more wet or dry farts?
I don't.
Is your ass chronically itchy?
I've
Lane?
had wet farts, but
That's
Well,
why
I mean,
it's
like,
not
I'm saying chronically, and you're having trouble saying yes or no.
Yeah.
well, I don't know. I don't know.
Chronic swamp farts.
No, I don't know exactly what my farts are. I don't.
Do
Magic.
you have
out of your
chronic
butt.
skid marks in your underwear?
No, I don't think
You're
they're
probably not having a lot of wet farts.
Yeah, I don't think they're wet nor dry though. 'Cause I don't. What is a dry fart?
It's just a
It's a
non-wet.
like a crackler,
I mean, a fart.
a cheek ripper.
If it's
But like every
dry,
fart
Like-
sounds wet.
That's a dry fart.
That sounds wet though.
no,
Mm.
is wet.
That's a little
It's
bit
wet.
wet.
Oh.
That's dry.
All right, then I have dry farts.
And then we have the road warrior.
Thank
We go in. We go.
Yeah.
We also have the unicorn.
Oh my
We have the
God.
don't be scared.
Did you load that?
All right. Holy shit. That's my favorite episode. Oh.
I'm curious if any of you guys have heard this story based on content you might watch. Stop me if you've heard it. The Bat Tower of Guano and Pussy.
Is that
What?
2-3 words? Guano and pussy.
Guano and Pussy. The Bat Tower of Guano and Pussy.
It's probably
It's
laying
in Florida.
in a big pile.
Africa.
of-
Really? Florida?
Yeah, they
Well,
had a
bats
problem
are
with like
everywhere.
mosquitoes, so they thought, well, let's build a bat tower.
Oh.
So they build this massive bat tower, but then they couldn't get bats there because they're
Could
not
they get
native to the
robins?
area. And then it's something that just come in all of a sudden, but they don't live there anyways. So then they took bat guano, filled it with bat guano, and ground up bat female sex organs.
Ew.
And then some
Oddly
guy was
specific.
maintaining this mixture and periodically like
Where
cleaning out
was
the
he-
old or adding new, whatever it was.
Where was he getting this?
But then he passed away, and the city didn't know what his mixture was exactly. They just knew that it was ground up bat sex organs and guano. And they finally had to clean it all out, and they said it was like the worst thing they'd ever smelled in their life. Just,
Yeah.
rotting sex organs and shit.
Yuck.
Wow. That is.
This is
Caravan.
Florida too.
I think this was on
I would say
Colbert, Stephen
Texas,
Colbert
maybe?
show. I think talked about this, or it was it was
Last
John
week.
Oliver.
Yeah, last week.
recently.
Oh,
Last
recently?
week tonight. Yeah.
Texas?
And it was a side thing, a story he mentioned during like a main
Sure.
thing.
It seems like something he would do.
Yeah.
I mean, bats are healthy to have though. You want bats in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
They eat the mosquitoes.
Well, the
and
issue they had,
shit.
the bats were non-native, so they just like built this and was maintaining it with shit and sex
Well,
organs.
if you build it,
for no fucking reason.
if you build it, they will come.
Does he actually? I don't think it actually
Sploosh.
says that.
If you build it, they will come. Batman says that. I'm Batman.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, see, if they stop that, then they can clear the bats out, and then Robins can move in.
yeah, it's a massive bat house. It still stands to this
Bat House,
day.
Batman, and
There's a
Robin.
picture
I've
of
always
it.
wanted to
Some
build
people
a
in the
bat
foreground.
house.
Here's the
Back in your
people in the
backyard.
foreground. It's massive. That's
Huh.
the bat house. Yep.
So
it's in the
that's the
lower
thing.
keys.
Why wouldn't you just start small, like beehives? You can add more bat houses. You know. I don't know if a bat wants to move into a big empty cavern.
Yeah, but
by
why are you
itself.
doing the genital thing? Like, what the fuck?
It's whatever
Why?
gets them.
Pheromones. They were trying to
Yeah.
get the males there.
Why don't they just release bugs there?
They
Th-
had.
th-
That's why
they
they
were
brought them.
there.
They were trying to get there because
Too
of
many
mosquito
bugs.
That's why they're
problems.
there.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry. That's why they're there. Yeah, but couldn't the robins do the same job?
Are you fucking insane? Robins don't eat fucking
God
mosquitoes.
damn it! Finally, you're not
eat
acknowledging.
worms.
God damn it!
Yes, they fucking do.
right.
And they're fucking terrorizing my garden.
Bats
every time
and
I plant
robins.
seed.
That's the joke.
Oh yeah, they also eat your seed that you've thrown down if you didn't get it covered well enough.
Oh yeah.
You jerking off into the
I
grass.
think they ate some of my grass seed.
Not that seed, grass seed. My bad. Just out there flinging yogurt everywhere.
I was like, why are they eating semen out there? It's fucking robins
they
are dirtier
eat
than
yogurt?
I
That's
thought.
weird.
Yeah.
They get conditions. So every time you gotta be careful when you unzip your flag if it's too fast. It goes, Screak, go! Oh shit, they're coming!
Yeah, dude, they were fucking attacking me recently.
Oh, yeah,
You're the
was your dick out?
No, and
Are
then
they nesting in like in your area?
no, I had the fucking I think a baby robin was in my garden.
Oh yeah, you said that the dog ate it.
and then I think a second one got in there too. And then I did like try to do the same thing. I got the dog inside, opened the garden, and like tried to get the broom to sweep it out. And as soon as it got near the gate, it flew up onto the gate.
You fucker, you can fly,
Yeah,
you bitch!
yeah, I was like, what the fuck? You were acting like you were stuck in there. And then I kind of just sat there like watching him for a little bit, and he fucking flew off into the tree. And I was like,
Maybe it was stuck though. If the plants are tall, it might be not.
there's like the
through
cages in
leaves.
there, so like you gotta have the right angle, I think, to get out.
Yeah,
But like they're all the young robins. I
yeah,
think
they're
gonna
dumb.
stick-
They don't know how to fly.
The
yet.
older robins
The
can
best.
do it, yeah. So I don't feel bad for the other one getting eaten by Chewy then.
That was a bat right outside my office door.
Nice.
Like
That's a good-sized
literally
bat.
at about, yeah, obviously it's the size of a brick, but like, yeah, just like 6 feet from our door, just
Damn.
found a spot to hang. Interesting. Bats are cool.
I always wanted a pet bat when I was growing up. I was like begged my mom for a fruit bat.
That's wild.
Yeah,
Well, why?
because I fucking love bats.
Fucking Bruce Wayne over here.
No, they're scared of bats, dude.
You can just go outside and catch a bat.
Yeah.
You need a bat? I catch a bat.
Yeah, I wanted a fruit bag. The other ones you got collect insects and shit. I was like,
Also,
no, you got fruit
bats-
bags.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Plus, yeah, you could train them. Probably not. Just kidding.
I mean, if they got a steady food source, you want to let them go outside.
Bats also carry crazy diseases.
I've caught multiple bats in my life.
Yeah.
You put like a grapefruit or something in a sock. You can put anything in the sock and throw it up, and they think it's a swarm of bugs, so they'll attack it.
Really?
Yeah, if they're flying around and stuff,
Oh,
you
wow.
know. And then if they attack it, they get stuck in the sock and they'll fall down with it or whatever. Or I've
No
just
kidding.
taken a pool skimmer and I fucking skimmed it out of the air one time. I swear to fucking God.
That's awesome.
Just fucking mollywops them to the ground.
Yeah, basically.
Now that bullet's making sense.
And then honestly, my friend came over and just started fucking stomping on it. I was a
Oh, wow.
little upset about
That's
that.
oh, yeah,
alarming.
how's your bat?
Yeah,
That's
yeah, that
alarming.
was my bat, man. And he stomped on it. I was fucking pissed about it.
That's a
Shit.
weird.
Because especially like,
It's a
it was my,
weird
my
reaction.
fucking catch.
Yeah.
I just skimmed that out of the air. You stomped it?
You was catch and release.
Maybe he's afraid of them.
Exactly, dude.
Unless you're going to eat it.
I'm not gonna eat a bat, dude. Who was that kid that ate
That's
a
racist.
bat? You remember that?
You talking
Ozzy
about Ozzy
Osbourne.
Osbourne?
No, our neighbor. The ones across from us on the street.
Oh, that one guy that might have been like
The weird
Forrest
one.
Gump IQ.
the weird guy.
Yeah, that, like shattered his hand punching a fucking planter.
What?
I don't remember that.
They had the hanging clay planter, and he got pissed off on a phone call or something. Turned around and punched it, and like had to get rushed to the hospital.
Yeah, that's vaguely familiar.
That was shortly before.
I
he moved.
what I remember of him is they found a dead bat in their attic or something, and he just bit the head off because he wanted to.
Well, it's Ozzy.
Well, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Crazy Train.
I wouldn't hang out with the guy, but that's pretty
It
sweet.
was pretty gross. So a dead bat just found in your attic.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
Anyway, the best story about going over to our neighbor's place that one time is they had an aquarium that we were using as a gravity bong,
Nice.
Oh, you're trying to die. Okay.
And I remember Derek.
I know exactly what you're gonna say.
Derek did one. It went all the way fucking down. Came up and like water's dripping out of his mouth, and it's like tastes like grape. We like look in there. There's a fucking chewed up gum in the bottom. It was so gross. I don't know. Whatever that girl was like.
It was that.
"Oh."
It was that girl's gum.
Yeah.
Bernie was laughing. She's like, "Oh, that was mine."
Yeah, I spit that in there like a week ago.
No, they had just set it up. It wasn't that old. It literally just happened.
Oh, maybe I don't remember. It's fucking nasty. It's so gross. It was so great because we didn't even notice. We were all like, "Cool, gravity ball, let's do it."
Yeah.
Chucking gum in the pot. That girl had swine flu.
Oh,
What
I
the
don't
fuck?
remember that.
what the fuck? Fuck off. You can't add this. That shut the fuck up.
Not at that
She
time.
had swine flu.
She had swine flu at one point. She's the only one I ever knew that got swine flu.
She's fat. I'm sorry.
No.
Didn't you go to AA with them one time?
What?
What?
That absolutely never happened.
Okay.
Oh, what the fuck you're thinking about?
Well, you remember they would go because we lived right there on the 50th, where that like
No, I do not remember that.
Holy cow.
we lived right on 48th and Douglas. There was,
Sounds like something that somebody might tell you in confidence.
no, there was like a there was an AA like a what?
Dude, you just.
You're not dropping any names. Whatever. Continue.
Just there was that fucking AA meeting.
guy.
I didn't know there was an AA place on the street.
Yeah, it
from
was
us.
like right up the street at that
connected to the
apartments.
bar.
It's torn down now, I think, but it was like in those apartments or something.
Okay.
I went into it one time because I had to get a medal for my grandpa, but they went up there like weekly, and they would always walk past our place. But you guys want to go to AA with us? And we're like, no, we're actually old enough to drink. We don't
Yeah, like
have
some
a
people with a beer in their
problem.
hand, probably,
Yeah.
smoking a J.
These kids were like
No.
18 and shit.
Fuck off.
Going to AA?
Yeah,
Bass probably popped out and attacked him.
none of them were 21. I know that.
That's very strange.
Yeah, they had
Oh.
some good drugs though.
Oh my
That at
god.
least. They had that going for them,
Yeah.
which was nice.
Which
we
means
had-
we did every once in a while too.
We had a nice trifecta on our street. or
Yeah, we did.
whatever. Well, and there was even like other compartments up further up
Yeah.
the street. But
I forgot. I completely forgot what topic I started this with. I laughed so hard I blanked out. I might have blacked out.
dude, yeah, that
Dude, did I
fucking
ever tell you what
aquarium
happened
to you on
gravity
that
bong
street?
story. That's a classic one. I love that fucking.
There
one,
were
though.
some people that lived across and like a couple houses up from us, and one night we were all partying together at the house, and I made out with this girl, and then we were like at the front door, and then there was a guy sitting out, and she goes, "Oh, that's my husband," and I'm like,
Oh yeah, I do remember.
I was
that.
like, "What?" And I just kind of like backed up and shut the front door and went to bed.
Yeah.
And I remember like a week or two later, we're at a concert at the waiting room, and one of her friends that we hung out with a little bit every once in a while back then was like, "Oh, hey, so and so's looking for you," and I was like, "What?" And I walked right out of that show.
I think you took me out.
I might have.
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
think you said we gotta go.
It was an RPD show.
Oh yeah. Now this is ringing more of a bell.
Yeah, it was with the house on 90th or not 90th, 49th and Dodge or whatever.
Yeah.
Wow.
What the fuck? Why are we
Are
talking
you-
about this gravity bong? How the hell did we get
a
onto
great
this?
story. I don't
Is
remember.
it-
Well, we brought up the kid biting the bat.
yeah.
And they were a weird group.
Oh, that was that kid in the AA group with the bat?
It was they all lived in this house. There was like 5 of them. They were all like 19 that lived in this house. There might have been fucking 6 of them.
There was a.
Well,
I think
that girl didn't live there.
I'm
She was
pretty
just
sure
always there.
some people were like on the lease, and a bunch of people were bumming there.
Yeah.
And then other
Well,
people
that's
were
where
just
that's
there
where we
all the
met
time.
Cliff. Cliff was one of the original bums, and then he bummed over to our friend Mike's after they all moved out.
Yeah. Then he went to jail.
Yeah,
Bummed his way to jail.
yeah,
Bummed it. All right.
basically. He's
Uh,
out of jail.
Okay. Bats, rabies. You want a fruit bat? Yeah, fruit
Oh
bat's
yeah, I
cool.
forgot about the bats. Are you playing music lately?
I am still playing music.
Well, like,
yes.
No, play
Concert-
shows. Like,
show
yeah,
coming up
I
is what
haven't
I'm
seen
asking,
any-
trying to ask.
Wake Sessions has a show coming up August 1st. We haven't officially announced it, but by the time this posts, it'll be announced.
August 1st.
August 1st at the Reverb Lounge. We're
Nice.
going to headline it, and there's 2 bands playing before us.
Reverbs that are in Bynes and back behind the waiting room.
That's right.
Have you been through the tunnel that connects to both bars?
In fact,
Yeah, the
I
last
have
show, you
to-
asshole, that you missed. Ha! I was there. Ha! I win.
So,
You went through the tunnel?
Yeah.
You can fit?
Fuck you. It's not that kind of tunnel, you prick.
the last time we played at the Reverb, there were so many instruments that I had to actually load my like
say,
when
that's a
we were done
small
playing, I had
stage.
to store my drum kit in that like against the wall in that in
Jeez.
the hallway between.
Oh,
the
dope.
venues.
That's a Friday.
Yep, that's
All right.
Friday. But yeah,
Who are the
Nice.
opening
I'll
bands?
be sitting. Virgin Mary Pistol Grip is going to be direct support, and since you're putting me on the spot, I'll go.
Oh,
to
cheers.
Much hat.
Well, if it's not even announced yet.
Yeah, but still.
No, we actually, as I should say, we.
Do we have an exclusive here?
So I don't know if you guys saw, but like we agreed to kind of join this thing called Good Life Records. Which-
Yes.
What they basically do is non-contract binding. All they do is just basically help us with what we need. If it's like finding an opening band, finding a photographer,
It's just
booking a
is
show.
it
They'll
agency?
no, it's more or less like a
Management.
networking. It's more or less like a networking system of bands, and this guy DT that leads it. Like, they do a podcast as well called the Good Life Podcast. Spicoli is one of the members of that. If you know
Sure.
who
Oh,
he
that's
is.
badass.
And and the other guy also used to work for the River, so they've got some like connections with music. There's a live stream happening right now with them because Shim from Sick Puppies, he is soloing now just by himself, and he's just joined Good Life Records as of this moment. So what they do is they help with networking, but they also do a couple shows a year, and it's usually us. that
And
are
you're
part
Good
of
Life Festival.
yeah, we're not a part of that because that was booked before we joined. So that's the only caveat there. But that's coming up here really soon. That's 2 days of music, and that's all the bands on that bill are associated with that in some form or fashion. So they just secured the band. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Tag along.
Where's the concert at?
So Reverb Lounge.
No, the
The Good Life.
yeah, festival.
Where is
I'm
it
not
at?
Sure. Yeah. What was the location?
I just closed it all.
I mean, is it Exarban or Riverside maybe or
Here,
out west
I'm pulling
somewhere?
it up right now.
That's what I feel like.
Room or slow down.
Oh, okay, it's indoor. I
And it's
prefer-
like 2 days.
Yeah, slow down.
And it's 2 days worth of. Really
Well,
good
when you say
bands,
2
too.
days, I think like, oh, it's gonna be like a festival camp
Yeah.
out.
No, it's
somewhere.
just 2 nights of music, and there's like 6 bands each or 5 bands each one.
Who's playing? Talk words.
Those of Dream or Evandale. Etchberg. Embers.
Etched in
Etched
embers.
Embers.
Etched in embers.
Oh, I didn't even know. Okay. Etched in Embers. Certified Fleet.
I think the tail
MCHNZ.
machines.
Machines. These machines.
We actually played a show with them at the Barnado last fall. Machines. They did a small tour, and so we
Second
hopped on their
place.
last their
Kevin
last show
McClure.
of that tour was here in Omaha. We
Alyeska.
played that.
Names without numbers.
So, yeah.
True Grit. Feel Good. Public Figure.
We're gonna be dropping another single here pretty soon too. We've got one finished and in the can, like ready to put out there.
As a person that has made posters, True Grit's logo would really bother me.
Yeah.
It's just so different than everybody else's in the sense that, just plain text, but they have like a
Oh.
big shape and it's
yeah,
not
it's
white.
like a leather badge.
Yeah.
You can
like-
see it.
Well, I think of the cowboy movie.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, it means they're just like.
Oh, I thought that was a.
I can't say that.
Oh, That's
It's
weird.
like in the.
Oh.
It looks like a patch and not
Like
like
a tree in
band
the middle.
logo.
Yeah.
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 But no, and
Nitpicky.
they've proven to be cool so far, like the Good Life Records cat. So we're pretty excited about that opportunity.
you
That's
going
going to get us more
to
shows. I mean,
Join the podcast.
no, I think
you know,
we-
a guest.
yes.
Yeah.
We'll be on a guest. We'll be a guest here pretty soon because I think we're going to post it. We're going to debut that song on their podcast,
Mm.
and then
nice.
we're going to give it to the River, and so the River will have a chance to play it too.
That's cool.
And we're hoping to get another shot from the River here pretty soon. So because we did their very first New Music Monday show last year,
Okay.
and I think that was the one that you.
Fuck, I haven't listened to the River in so long.
Anyway, but didn't you come to the free one? Or did you come to the Smash Into Pieces one? No?
I
All
think
right,
I've
fair
only
enough.
missed one show from you, and since I've known you, I think it must be the free one
Yeah.
or whatever that one was. You
But, and then you asked if I'm still playing music. I'm actually going to be trying out with a cover band next week to
Oh.
fill in for them. I'm not going to like
Is it
be
just,
a part of them, but
mentioned.
like,
Early '80s Billy Joel only.
it's like it has some two Beatles songs. So, you know, we've got 60s,
Which ones?
70s, 80s, 90s, Twist and Shout and can't
Please-
remember the other one
Please,
right
please, please.
now. No.
Something early?
Is it like upbeat?
While I Saw You Standing There.
Yeah, early stuff for sure.
Yep.
Nothing psychedelic.
No.
That's boring.
And then like
Oh,
Foo
they're
Fighters.
what? Foo Fighters?
Yeah, Foo Fighters, John Denver, Chris Stapleton.
Oh, so kind of some fucking
So
yacht.
it's like it's all over the place. You got some yacht rock, some country, some the
Where,
only
where are you guys gonna cover?
Blink 182,
Where's
Green Day.
What
like,
band is this?
They're called the Nuclear Bees. They've been around
Where-
since the 90s.
where
They
do
were
they
actually
play?
like all over small towns all over the place. Like so the show I'll be playing will be in Grimby, Iowa,
Mm.
which is two-ish hours northeast of here, and it's their street dance night.
There you
So
go.
it'd be like 3 hours of
that'd be
tunes.
fun.
It's like 60 songs. So
Yeah.
I've been trying to learn 60 songs since
Shit.
mid-May.
Hmm. That's-
Beginning of May, really.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Jeez.
While also writing in wake sessions. So I've had to like try to divide my time because we've been writing tracks too, and I don't want to piss them off at the same time.
Well, yeah, and accidentally like
Because
pick,
I'll
pick
tell
up
them
something, you know. Like,
because I'll tell them what I'm doing. I'm like, yeah, I'm practicing this, and they're like, well, we're writing too. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing that too. Which you know I can because we'll write like or we'll record like just rough drafts, and then email us them. We'll email them all out to us, and so then we can play along with them at home. That kind of
oh really?
Do you find any benefit in doing those two things at the same time, like learning 60 different songs while also writing songs with your band?
sort of.
Like some of the stuff you were saying, like, it's kind of a little bit all over the map style wise, I'd assume.
Yeah, it is really all over the map because I mean, like Green Day's really fast, and then Everyone Wants to Rule the World isn't fast, but that's a marathon. Like you have to play that.
Holy
same
shit.
beat.
Oh,
I mean,
know
it's not a
that, yeah.
hard beat, right? But no, you get to do it for almost 5 minutes straight without a break. There's no break in that song. So like, there's those things like that are gonna be tough about it. Plus, I'm gonna be outside where it's like 90 degrees.
just get a backing track and just be like,
But
just go and just.
no, because that would get me fired, right? But
Yeah, I mean,
Well, when's that band play?
they play all over. Like
Yeah, well, I'd
so-
travel for it or something.
right, and
Because honestly, sometimes small town when they get a cover band, they go fucking crazy.
yeah, they're out of Blair, so they're local first off.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's how
but
I
they,
know
but,
them.
But it's any cover band. They have to go places. Like I used to
Yeah.
work with a guy from Lemonheads,
yeah,
I think. Or no,
And the
no,
summer circuit's
Fish
crazy,
Heads.
man.
They're the Fish Heads.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me.
I know
and
them
they've
too. Yeah.
they've been around for the Lemonhead Day or
Ever.
whatever it was.
Yeah.
Lemon Fresh Day.
Yeah, that's
Lemon
what
Fresh
they're like
Day.
the two biggest.
I remember
ones.
those
Yeah.
guys.
But the
Shit.
Fish Heads,
yeah,
they go up to Okoboji like
yeah. These
every
guys
other
do too.
week or
In fact,
something, you
they
know,
called-
and fucking clean house.
They actually called me last week from Okoboji. They had finished up their second day up there. They did a Friday.
So
and a
you're
Saturday.
gonna start doing that? Or
So
no?
I will start filling in for them, and if it works out, we'll see what happens. But
Hmm.
because the drummer currently owns a restaurant up in like Herman, Nebraska, and it's starting to like take I mean, him taking time away is, I guess, hard. So he can't do all of the.
It's hard to be a restaurant owner and like
Be in a
not be
band.
there. Yeah, like, let's say
Yeah.
minimum 5 years.
And
before
I
you even
mean,
start thinking about that.
they're busy. Like every other weekend, they're somewhere. Whether it's Western Iowa or Eastern Nebraska, they're playing someone's street dance, someone's river party, someone's, like I'm sure at some point they'll play the Surfside. They do the whole
Sure,
thing. So
for sure.
yeah, I'll be going up there to do that, and then next year it might parlay into more times. So I just have to know the stuff. But to answer your question a while back, does that make things easier when writing? Sort of.
Well, how's it influence if
But-
it at all?
It doesn't. I think the influence really is just keeping like the juices fresh, right? So like I'm always playing. I'm always like trying to absorb that stuff, and then whenever we're like trying to write, yeah, I can probably pull from something. Like in fact, everything I write in that band, I've pulled from something that I've listened to at some point, where I'm like, oh, that was awesome. I'm going to learn how to do that, and then boop, years later, months later, I'm slapping it in a song. Whether that's just a fill or a whole idea. So, I mean, music's your own thing, but at some point you're ripping someone off.
Well, everything builds off itself,
Yeah, there's
People push
influences
the
all over.
envelope to whatever,
Yeah.
and somebody else figures out how to do it too.
And
more
a
and
lot of the stuff that I'm learning is a lot of just like 4 on the floor where I'm hitting my kick drum, just like 1, 2, 3, 4, like every time, or 1, 2. It's never anything terribly difficult. So it's about the journey, I guess. As when you're like what they call a studio drummer, you're not always like playing the most intricate stuff. You're just being that backbone for the song, right? That's where it boils down to, is trying to do that. And then when it comes to writing, keeping that in mind too. I don't have to get crazy with wake sessions because everyone's such a fantastic musician. I really just need to be the backbone. Like I don't have to do anything wild, no crazy fills, just write the right pieces. And sometimes playing those hits, you're absorbing those right components.
But what if they want to play more shows?
With me?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, because they already have a drummer.
No,
you mean wake
sessions.
sessions? Well, I mean, we're gonna play as many shows as we can get offered or we want to set up.
But what if you're already like booked with this new one?
Oh, if that works out, then I can't do the cover band.
Yeah.
But
You would say, "Fuck no, I'm gonna do my own shit."
Duh.
yeah, at the end of the day, yeah.
Okay.
I'd
Well,
stick-
so I
'cause
wanna
wake
know-
sessions, my friends too. So,
Yeah, yeah.
like,
How long do you think you can do the cover band?
as long as my body would let me,
Mm.
But as far as like making
Well,
original music and getting booked shows, like I'm gonna start looking really old one day. So that time's ticking.
Yeah.
I can play in a cover band until I'm not able to like load my kit in.
So that's the thing with my friend in the Fish Heads is all the original Fish Heads are like 60, 70,
Yeah.
and he's like in his 30s as the front man.
Yep.
So
Yeah, that's wild.
like the
it's a
band is
bunch of
literally
olds. Yeah.
older than him, I think.
Oh
is
yeah,
what he said.
the band itself is older than him.
Yeah.
for sure. Fish
Yeah.
Heads have been around since the 90s, man.
Yeah.
Easily.
I've been wanting to go see him in concert actually.
Nice.
So
But yeah, we're keeping busy. Gonna be getting even busier now with the Good Life Records connection.
yeah.
I think
I think that's great.
we all thought that was gonna blossom us because it's really the network piece of it. So all those bands you saw on that bill, like at some point we're all going to work together, or we're going to use the same videographer that they used,
Are
or
they-
the same photographer, the same engineer, same master.
That's what I
whoever
was wondering.
mixing and mastering.
They're recording you guys now too.
No, that piece of it, they're not helping pay for any recording. It's more of like a network to where
You just said they were
they'll
mastering.
no, they would hook us up. They would find someone, maybe a band who's worked with someone that's mastered music. So like
Okay.
the Tale Untold, like someone mixed and mastered their stuff at some point, right? Well,
Yeah.
say my band's like, we're looking for someone new. We had an individual they're
Well,
not doing
that's
anymore.
what I
We'd
was-
ask, we'd work with Good Life. Good Life might reach out to the Tale Untold, like, hey, who was your
So
guys?
let me
and
ask
they'll
you
pass
that:
the
who is
context,
your mixer right now? Are you looking for someone new
No.
through Good Life?
No, that's just I
You
was
guys
just
are
using that as an example.
You're
We're
fine
good
with your
there.
fifth member.
Yeah, we're gonna find. We've got connections on mixing and mastering, and
key.
Our new song sounds great because of that. And we feel we're going to switch gears on who not really records us, but I guess produces us, and
Mixes.
because we record ourselves essentially on Ableton.
Yeah.
And then we send this guy all the stuff and then
Put it together.
I guess he mixes it.
You
And
guys
then
come up with a demo.
Yeah, and so this dude will mix it, put it together, comes with a demo, and then we send it somewhere off to
He's
get mastered.
editing the Pro Tools.
Yep. He's editing. Maybe he'll
And
add a
then, yeah.
little something that he might feel. So he has a little bit of a producer feel.
Sure.
But he's not there for the recording part. He's just hearing what we
Okay,
recorded, and then he'll have like,
Does he ever ask you to re-record anything?
yeah.
yeah. Good question.
Yeah. I mean, because
Well,
not-
that happens all the time, though. If you were like doing live recording in a studio, with a full team, they're gonna have
So-
to go through shit over.
Well,
and
like
over.
especially
So
like
we're-
when mixing them together, certain like instruments have to be recorded certain ways so they sound
And we're
together.
exactly, and we're recording in a house.
Yeah.
So
And
houses
everyone's
have
separate houses.
houses
right?
have their own noises, right?
you-
An AC unit runs, a furnace runs, kids or dogs run across the floor, like any little thing. So they've made a
Planes.
they tried to so they tried to make so he's turned his closet into like kind of a quiet room, so like it insulated as best you can, without spending thousands
Oh.
of dollars on the wall.
So everyone recorded in there though.
So we all recorded in the house. What's great about electronic drums is I don't have to worry about outside interference because it's a direct in to the interface.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like beep boop, that's in. There's no
ones and zeros.
but you get to recording vocals, and we do that ourselves. Like that presents its challenges because he'll want to go in and fine tune something, and he's like, "Dude, I can hear your furnace running. Redo that and send it back."
Yeah.
Or I can hear some barking, or I can hear some scratching or something in the background here. I can't do anything.
Wait,
with
wait,
this.
wait. So the producer is
the
different
mixer.
than where the house is, the
Correct.
quiet room. Who's
we,
quiet,
we
who's
pick
quiet
up
room?
sounds in here all
It's
the time.
my guitar player.
Oh, okay,
He's
okay,
the like the mastermind, the creator of all
Okay,
of this.
okay.
So like we're doing it at his house. We practice at his house, and now that I'm all set up with Ableton and recording, I'll just record myself at home.
Well,
going
yeah,
forward.
especially when
But-
you're straight in.
But everyone else will be recorded there, pretty much,
Yeah.
and then even vocals. So like he has to shut
You
his
don't- you don't just
AC
sit there in
off.
the corner.
He has to kick everyone out of the house.
Oh,
Like he has to hit the space bar and then breathe just ever so slightly for the whole vocal take, and just so
Nice.
there isn't any sort of. So
That's-
yeah, he is in Kansas or Texas is
Oh,
where,
okay.
and so we'll email him all of our tracks, and
That's
then
cool.
he dolls them up, and then we send that to get polished up and mastered to someone else. So,
See, I feel like that's when you're still like actually a musician crafting
Mhm.
your art, like, and this is the thing, once you become a sellout, is when you start like going to studios and like,
oh yeah, the big
letting
one.
someone else tune your guitar and stuff for you or whatever.
Yeah. Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Here, use this snare. It was on like 13 albums through the 80s and 90s. It's
Yeah,
a great
exactly.
one. You don't even get to use your stuff.
Yeah,
usually, so.
You stop like actually learning and experimenting yourself with it. Or I don't know, maybe some people still do in the studio.
Well, that's
but-
what you do on your own. You try to do that on your own
Yeah,
time,
but I'm
and then
just
once
saying,
it's studio time, you
you
try to
guys
like
are-
get ready.
you guys are doing it in a fun way where
Yeah.
you're collaborating.
Right. Well, because if we were being funded, we would have to do all this stuff in the studio, and it would be our jobs day in for 10 to 12
Well, and that's the
hours
thing.
to hammer that out for 2 weeks, as
Some-
opposed to taking 2 months or 3 months to write a song because we're doing it every Tuesday.
Yeah. But some labels will be like, you have to use our guy. You're coming here to our place or whatever. To
Yeah.
record
Yeah,
Do you
that
work
would-
on
so-
one song at a time and,
Yeah.
and send it to that guy?
For
So that-
when we're recording, yes, 1,000%.
We're not even
but we're
talking about
practicing
football.
multiple.
Yeah,
Maybe not
yeah,
part of the
definitely
conversation.
practice.
But when it's time to like,
I guess practice like
track
trying
and
to like
stuff.
set up the house and play, but like to get perfect practice like a good
Yeah.
recording.
Remember that time?
Well, that's what's nice about having the electronic kit, and then everyone's like either a guitar or a keyboard. It's like everything can be DI'd right into this, so it makes it really convenient. You don't have any outside interference with anyone's sound, and then practicing wise, it's really nice because you can level everyone off through the PA.
What is,
My drums and everything come through the same 2 speakers, and you can EQ everything on our little box.
Does your guitarist, does he like I assume have you guys play in like a certain room, and like
Yep.
what does he do to like help with the sounds? Of like mattress pads on the wall, or
No, he's got soundproof foam, just kind of in strategic spots around the ceiling and the walls, but it's nothing like outrageous. And what helps us all being really electronic is like we can all control the volume. My drums, we can all control the volume. So if we were all acoustic, if I was using my real drums, like we would have to increase the amount of soundproof foam significantly, I think, to make it suitable. But yeah, but as far as like setup, it's a really big room. So I'm set up right in the middle. There's 2 PA speakers to my left and right. And then, you got the bass player to my left, the guitarist to my right. The vocals come through the PA, so I can hear it perfectly, both sides of me. The keyboards, I hear perfectly. So like the mix is really nice. We've had trial and error, but we've got it figured out now that we can all hear each other really well.
so when you
And
record, then you all record together instead of like one instrument at a time?
Separately.
Okay.
Separately. So like if there's what we'll do is make a rough draft or a rough skeleton of a song, whether it might have like keyboards or a guitar on it throughout the whole thing. Something to help me get from. Yeah, yes, please. Thank you. We'll piece something together to kind of help me be able to get from start to finish. I'll lay like so I might have like a rough track just to kind of help everyone else write, like get vocals done, because Kate would, our vocalist, she'll kit that rough draft, write vocals, and then boom, I'll lay like an actual drum track with all the fills that I want to use, that I've decided on, things of that nature. And then it builds from there. So we'll start with me, and then it just will add from there. So guitars might be next, keyboards then from there. Vocals are usually typically last. So long story long, we record separately in a way.
Your mom goes to college.
Nice. My mom went to dental school, not college.
That's a college, dental college.
Yeah, it was like an
Vocational.
associate's degree, but yeah.
Yeah, it takes like 2 years is all.
She didn't go to dental university.
Well,
Your mom goes to college.
But it'd be. I'll shoot you the invite for that show in August once we've kind of figured out.
no, I feel like that's easy to remember. I'm gonna come for sure because I have
Nice.
not seen one yet.
Yeah, and the last thing you guys came and saw, that was wild. The old prog band.
Oh,
So this is
well,
a
yeah.
bit more palatable.
Yeah,
This is much more palatable. John could attest to that.
I had fun at the other one.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we played some covers. That was a pretty good time.
Yeah,
Our vocalist, man, she's pretty much what sells the tickets. I mean,
I've heard it before. I've listened to you
our
guys.
our sound's nice.
You got to
know.
stick to live shows,
like-
though.
Yep.
The Reverb's a small place. It's
Yeah.
gonna be packed in there.
Yeah, we've damn near sold it out.
Is it like?
once.
Oh, so like, am I gonna be able to go?
Yeah, you'll be able to go. I don't know if it'll be close again. I think I don't know if it will.
We
sell
gotta make
out.
sure we
it's
get
a
on this.
small joint, so
Well, I might be in the Keys, but that's the
Yeah.
only plans I have right now.
Oh, in August?
Yeah.
When?
Well, I get married on the 22nd, so like
Oh,
that,
yeah.
like Tuesday through.
But this is the first.
Yeah, first.
Sunday.
You got
The first.
days. Yeah, 2 weeks.
Week.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like,
You
if
might
it
be
happens
back.
to land at that time, I might be gone. I think that's the only thing going on in
you'll
August.
just be sunburnt when you come back. I know you two will be sunburned as fuck. I can't wait to see you
have
guys
to
when you
be.
come back.
Oh,
You will
Carly's
be-
been fake baking to get like ready for sun up for like a
Fake
first-
baking.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
goes to
well,
a
she's
salon.
naturally really pale, so she doesn't want to like go there with a burn. We're gonna be in the sun a lot,
Yeah.
especially when we go on our honeymoon. She's like, I just don't want to get burnt up and shit. So
Are you not worried about it?
no, I don't. Like, I'll be out in the sun, and maybe I get one good burn.
Derek,
here.
I've seen you sunburnt before down the Niobrara.
Yeah. I might get super red. Usually, what happens, I'll get super red.
You
that
peeled
day.
just as bad as Dan did.
You'll
From
definitely
the
want
night burn, it's like 8 hours, but I usually have one burn a year, and then that's usually it.
you'll want to get that out of the way though. before
Yeah.
you go.
Just to get a
it usually
base.
happens early in the summer.
I mean, you've been down that neck of the woods, haven't you? Before?
Florida?
down to Florida. Oh yeah, I've been to Florida plenty of times.
Yeah.
and I've been to Europe where we're gonna be at.
Yeah.
I'm not personally worried about.
I went to Costa Rica.
Especially that's
and
not
didn't
until
die.
like August and September. So like I have my tan at that point.
You'll be.
See you
slightly
going to the
red.
show
Never
or
mind.
not? Jesus.
We'll see.
Do it.
Like,
We'll see
Ryan
what.
said they got to figure out the date.
It's
the
August
first.
1st.
Yeah, it's
Oh
August
yeah,
1st.
okay. Sorry, I thought you said when the date gets figured out, I'll let you
Jesus.
guys know.
Oh no. When we're announcing it, I will. We haven't announced
Yeah,
it
yeah.
yet because
you'll
we
remind
just,
us when you announce it.
We actually just found out who was opening it for us yesterday.
Well, I'm not coming for the opener.
No, I know, but we haven't.
Don't be a dick.
Things usually get announced like a month in advance, so it'll be July 1st when we announce the show, and
I
it'll
see.
probably be
Yeah,
around
yeah,
that
for
time.
sure.
It'll be around that same time frame where we where we launched this single, and I could, if you guys give a shit after the podcast, I'll let you all listen to it.
Don't be shitty.
Oh yeah,
You wanna hear
we
it?
Give a shit off your phone.
The fuck?
So, yeah, it's off my phone.
The fuck, Ryan?
but-
I mean, you could connect
I mean,
it.
I
Nobody
could
hears
Bluetooth
Yeah,
it.
you can
headphones.
connect it here and we can listen to the headphones.
I don't know if my band would like me debuting it
I was
here
gonna
on
say-
the.
No,
No,
we
not
would.
on the
We,
show.
yeah,
Okay.
Through the audio
Okay.
system.
yeah.
I was
It
like,
doesn't have
if
to be
I debuted
recording.
it on the pod,
It doesn't have to be recorded.
I mean,
You
I
heard it here
will.
first, folks. Nobody's gonna hear it.
You're here
Sorry,
to hear.
good-
You
sorry.
heard nothing.
You know,
Nothing.
I'm always gonna be like ride or die with you
But
guys.
I also want to know about the when you're on the river or whatever.
Yeah,
That would give me a reason to listen to the river.
Yeah.
Because I don't listen to radio.
About once the
Radio.
I mean, the last 2 years we've been able to make it. The first time was with that cover of "Running Up the Hill" by Kate Bush. Like we were able to start carving out some time there. We released an original single, and it got played a couple times, but it didn't really like
On the river?
latch onto the river. Yeah, and then last year we dropped a song, and that got tons of play.
Yeah.
Which was really cool. So we're hoping to hopefully with this song Intentions, we're hoping to get some more river play, because I think otherwise they were playing it like during the day, which was really cool. Like otherwise it was just during their Sunday show.
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
the-
Like,
the-
oh, check out the new stuff. You know.
there's a 2-hour block on Sunday where they just play local bands
Yeah.
or
No,
local
yeah, I remember
artists.
those
So
times.
then that's still a thing, and so we're actually on regular rotation with that.
Oh.
So for what it's worth, we are played on the river often. It's just
Yeah, in that certain.
there for a
block.
while. We were being played during like peak fucking times when you would be in your car. Like I would be driving home from work and I'd be like, I wonder if we're on, and then I'd change it, or
What?
I'd be driving Cam to Kid Strong and I'd turn on the car and switch it to the river, and they're playing the song and
Fuck yeah.
Cam's listening to it. So that was really
That
cool.
is cool. But let me ask
That's
you
really
this:
fun to have your son
What-
listening to something on the radio.
What does
thought that was
play
cool.
on the river during 9 to 5?
5-finger death punch.
Oh, just they're the anchor.
Do
of
they
rock.
really?
I think so.
Well, yeah, I'm sure they do, but they play a bunch of other stuff. They play
Nickelback.
anything from like.
Because I don't know modern bands too.
Yeah.
though.
Well,
They
Sophia
play
John
some
had a
heavier
lot of
stuff.
involvement with them, so she plays them a lot
Yeah,
too.
she
It's a
runs the
personal
show.
interest.
Yeah, she runs the show there.
Yep.
Yeah, they've been starting to play
She's
a lot
still,
more.
isn't she
Sleep
like in her
Token.
50s?
Yeah,
She's got to be older than that.
nah,
now.
she's got to be in her 60s or 70s.
Yeah,
Oh,
I would say
wow.
at least
Death Cab
60s.
for Cutie.
When I used to see
I
her all the time working at the
would
reader,
believe
she
it.
was
Yeah,
easily well into her 40s.
yeah, and seeing her when we did the show last year with her, the New Music Monday one, she came to us and like personally talked to all of us at some point to tell us, awesome, keep doing what you're doing. She had a really cool message for
Clearly
our vocalist.
involved in the scene.
So
you
she
know.
was like, you guys, what she told me was just keep doing what you guys are doing. You guys are great. Keep doing
That's
what
dope.
it is you guys are doing.
Yeah.
And she could have been blowing smoke. I don't know her to be
She
one
might
of
say
those.
that to
No,
everyone.
She's too Greek
I've
to be
seen
blowing
her
smoke.
crazy bitchy side,
So-
her crazy Greek side,
Yeah.
and she doesn't beat around the fucking bush when
Yeah.
she says anything.
So that was the cool. There were cool moments for all 5 of us when we came up to thank her.
Nice.
So that was
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, so let me ask you this:
Yeah.
does the Good Life
Yeah.
label thing have video production?
They can themselves no,
But they have.
but they would be
connections.
able to point you into the right direction
Yeah.
ASAP.
So have
like
you guys
you
talked
would have
about
con-
that, making some sort of music video at all?
What's funny is we have 2 already. We've done them ourselves.
You use yourselves.
Yeah. So
okay.
Alex,
Well, I want to see those.
Alex, the guy that does the keyboards, he's actually a whiz of an AV guy. I would having him on the pod would be cool because he's really and you know
Yeah, I know him from he was AV at Kiewit whenever I was working out there.
He's
Kiewit?
Yeah. He's
AV, like,
he's a rock. He was a rock star there. He got let go in some of the more shambles of ways, but he's a rock star. He edited and did our 2 videos that are on YouTube right now.
All right.
He's super talented in a lot of things. But if we didn't want Alex to be burdened with doing that shit, himself, we could say, "Hey, Good Light, do
you have to pay for it, or they're like
nothing? There's no money monetary. If we want to leave it, we can leave. It's
no.
no
I
big deal.
mean, like,
But
they
there's-
would they pay
No.
for the music? You guys have to pay
Yes.
to get a music video done. They just have the
Correct.
connection.
Yep. He would just be like, I'll get you a contact. Bear with me. And then he'd come back with, a business card or an email and be like, here's your guy.
Here's my guy.
Here's your girl.
Hmm.
Message them.
This
You're
is
set.
non-binary person.
Sure. Well, I mean, anyone can do the thing now. So, but I'm just saying, like,
That's what I was trying to say.
They drive cars now.
They let them vote.
What? All right.
Jesus.
so yeah, they wouldn't. Good Life. That's the thing about the agreement is like it's really just it's about like the networking relationships and building shows and building good shows. That will draw people.
And I think that's great.
And so not everyone's involved now. They've got quite the umbrella now of bands, which is really cool. So we'll have an opportunity to play with a bunch of different bands now. And it won't be such a pain in the ass to book.
Let me ask you the last question I'll ask about this. What is the best benefit you've seen from joining it so far?
You said networking like 20 times.
Well,
Networking.
Read, motherfucker.
Because the first question we had for them was like, hey, who do you think could open up for us in Virgin Mary Pistol Grip? And they said, 1 sec, we'll be right back with you. And then a couple days later, they said, we got you. How about these guys? They said they'd be in. That was that.
Okay. Never. Did you even know those people?
No.
Yeah.
Tag along. Wouldn't have ever thought to fucking ask them.
But-
Don't know if they have any pull, but they're a part of this
But they're cool.
deal. And that's the thing.
Are
like,
they cool though?
Sure. I imagine so. I imagine
They're
so.
cool.
Everyone that's a
We're
part
gonna
of
be
this.
backstage together. They're cool.
Everyone that's
That's
been a
not
part
how
of
that-
it so far that
Yeah,
I've
you
met,
share a green room.
they're pretty cool.
They're cool.
Like, and they're talented too. Like, and so what they've done on that podcast is they've
But are
gone
they
live streams
cool?
and they've
Stop saying that.
they listen to a bunch of different bands one night. So like they're like, hey, we're gonna do a live stream podcast. Send us your recording. We'll play it on the pod. We'll all listen to it together. Everyone join us, and then if we like you, we'll say, hey, shoot us a DM.
Yeah, that's cool.
Nice.
And they didn't even get halfway through our song, and they were like, I didn't even. Well, first off, Kate, when she's singing, they're like, I didn't even realize Kate from Beast Eagle was in another band. And they were like, you guys can like totally DM us and we'll, let's talk. And so it wasn't even like the song was over. And we had them saying, yeah, let's work together.
Nice.
And so they at least make sure like it's good music.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then, if we're good. And then we talk to them afterwards and, everyone kind of gets a chance to, show we're good people. We're like-minded. We have the right ideas and vision. And that's that. And like that's the caveat was nice. Like, hey, if you don't like what we're doing, you can leave and it's not a big deal. We'll high five when we see each other still. So.
Sounds like a collective.
Yeah, essentially.
Co-op.
No. I use Nebraska, so yeah, it's a music
Calling
co-op.
Calling
Yeah.
it Good Life Records is kind of like
Sounds like a misnomer.
It's
right
a
there.
misnomer.
Yeah,
it's a
yeah, that's
misconception.
what threw me
Sounds
off
like
at
communism to me.
No, fuck-
socialism going on.
Oh,
in
there's
Japan over
It-
here.
fucking
it's a little socialism. Yeah.
Manchurian candidate.
How we Manchurian fuck off, dude? I gotta pee, and it's
funny.
time to go to bed.
Is it that late already?
It's 8:18.
Yeah, Carlos gonna come swoop me
Did that
and
light just turn
go
on?
to Taco Co.
Nice. That place is awesome. Get some puffy tacos
I love a good puppy.
Puffy taco.
Taco.
and an adult Capri Sun.
Oh, I forgot they had those there. I haven't been there in a
Yeah.
long time.
Oh, really? They still have like margaritas in the
in a pouch. Yeah.
or whatever. Nice.
Thanks for having me, guys. I love coming on,
Absolutely.
thanks for
shooting
coming
the
on.
shit with you guys.
We're not even gonna talk about any football or anything.
It's
right?
fine.
Oh,
We don't
no.
have to.
Oh, darn.
Yeah,
I'm not a one-trick pony.
Yeah, no, I agree.
He knows too.
Great. Well, don't be a stranger.
Fuck yeah, man.
Stranger
You
danger.
gave me stink eye all night, dude. What's going on?
Huh?
You gave me the stink eye all night.
Say
I
you'll,
think.
say you'll come back before the show, right?
I'll come back for the show.
right.
Let's do it.
Great. Fuck off, John.
Trash. Fuck off, John.